Well, Libra, welcome. It's July 2017. Dadhichi here from astrology.com.au. You know, the Moon and Jupiter are combining now on the first day of the month to bring you a touch of luck, along with those three planets in the upper part of your horoscope. That's Mercury, Mars, and the Sun. Mars and the Sun get directional strength in the 10th house, and this is very, very good for your work and professional prospects. These two planets give you power, maybe a little militancy, but you've got the drive to achieve what it is you really believe you deserve right now. Mercury up there is great for communication, indicates a lot of interaction with people within your professional sphere and also your employers. Now, what we see on the 9th, however, is a full moon taking place in your 4th house. 4th house has to do with your domestic circumstances, parents, the real estate that you possess, if we're talking about the material component of that. And so the full moon there, especially being the ruler of your 10th house of profession, links these two areas of your life. That could be, for example, setting up office in your home, doing a lot more work from home, feeling more comfortable in that area of your home rather than in your workplace. So it doesn't mean you can't get things done, but it shows perhaps that the environment in which you do your work now may start to change. Interestingly too, the moon has directional strength in this 4th house. So this is showing us that your emotions and your work are well coordinated for you to achieve the sorts of things that you are looking for. The position of Jupiter with Moon there also casts its glance on your 7th house of relationships. And with Mars ruling this area and being in your career sector, there's another link there between your relationships and your professional activities. Perhaps you're working with your partner, or there may be a lot more communication, liaising with each other about, what the best path forward is professionally. The I'm looking at the screen here, so I'm not looking away. There are some really nice aspects that we see there, especially with that Mercury in your 10th house, offering you the communications that you're looking for. A tough, scatty sort of one on the 5th when it moves to the square of Uranus. That's the Uranus transit in your 7th house of relationships, showing miscommunications, maybe jumping the gun, unexpected communications or emails that may throw a spanner in the works. We see, however, a transit to the 11th house on the 6th. The 11th house of your horoscope has to do with your finances, profits, and also social activities. So there's a shift within the first week away from that. Doesn't mean that you're going to stop doing all that work and, high-powered energy professionally, but there is a bit of a shift there where you may sort of offset some of the career-minded activities with more social type activities. The next few aspects on the 7th, the 15th, 20th and 25th are all wonderful. They're all positive aspects to Venus, which is the planet ruling your own being. So this is good self-communication when Mercury's in aspect to the ruler. Then we see another excellent sextile aspect to Jupiter, indicating fortuitous sort of communications, negotiations, advertising. If you're trying to get the word out, you're trying to write letters, this is the time to do that. That occurs upturn, including the 15th. The triangular aspect, which we see on the 20th to Saturn, and then on the 25th to Uranus, is also a very good one, an ease of communication. And with Uranus on the 25th, indicating a little more of a progressive stance in the way you present your ideas. So that should help you and cement your position throughout the month of July. Your ruling planet has a few difficult aspects. We see, for example, it transits to the sign of Gemini, out of the 8th house, which is better than what it is in the 8th. The 8th house is not particularly good. Again, that happens on the 5th. You see a lot of stuff happening in the first week of the month. And the 9th house, where it moves to, has to do with your educational pursuits, travel, and higher education in particular. But this is also a very spiritual sector of the horoscope. So I see this as one that connects you in that area. There could be some confusion around that, as we see on the 18th, your ruler moves to the square of Neptune, creating a little bit of a fuzz around what it is you're doing in that area. Travels could go into backpedaling mode. Your understanding may be clouded. Your judgment may also be clouded. So it's best to avoid anything associated with those activities around those dates. The trine aspect is better to Jupiter. That's a very lucky aspect occurring around the 19th, showing just those opportune moments where you may not even expect it. Just luck comes your way. And Jupiter for you is ruling your 6th house of workplace activities, health, co-workers, that type of thing. So the general trend around that date is for good opportunities and good events to take place. There's a new moon which occurs in your 5th, let me have a look here. Sorry, it occurs in your 11th house. Again, accentuating the concept of friendship, networking with people, and that happens around the 24th of the month, later in the month, setting the trend, as did Mercury. So this actually consolidates the trend to focus and shift a lot more to your personal activities with friendships, solidifying your communications with people that you like to hang out with. Later in the month, we see on the 30th, your ruler has one more really nice aspect to Uranus, indicating a little bit of a zany, possibly even unexpected opportunity for friendship, love and romance, as your ruling planet Venus does tend to dominate that sphere of your life. Look, we've got more at the site, astrology.com.au, if you want to join us there. Take a read. We've got a more chronological sort of approach rather than my ad hoc. I like to jump around a bit, mix it up. But your daily, monthly and yearly readings. And of course, if you want to avail yourself of myself and some of the other practitioners, you can get a really good look at your personal horoscope face to face. Drill down into those areas that maybe we haven't touched upon right now. Till next month. Take care. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.